Let's go back to, it's probably not a topic you want to keep going back to, but the shortage of staff. I've heard turnover rates at some systems pretty serious, and I've heard some number of openings were pretty serious. Like we just can't find candidates to fill the openings. From an IT standpoint, from a technology standpoint, how do we bring nurses right out of school and get them ready to use the system and operating at their highest productivity as quickly as possible?
What are we looking at in terms of wellness? It's also in terms of onboarding, because you're 100% right. During this pandemic, it was like the nurses hired today or out of school today, they got to be productive tomorrow. It's no more 6 months of orientation. We don't have preceptors. So how do we support them? I think what we've done is really think about what can we put in their hands quickly? Everybody's got a smartphone. What resources are available to them as reminders of this is how you put in a Foley catheter or things of that nature. So how do we provide them tidbits of education that are really focused on the topic of the day or the topic that's relevant to them? And the other thing we've been thinking about is almost different care delivery models or this topic of virtual nurse. Because if you have people that remember we're trying to get out of the profession, they're tired, they're like, I can't do this anymore, I'm burnt out. We're trying to not let them leave and maybe putting them in as a resource. So if you have that new nurse that's just hired that is like, I need help with something, this is their virtual nurse that they can call. So it's services, it's an economy of scale. It could be for all 6 hospitals. You have that nurse that has enough knowledge to walk you through something and things of that nature to support you. We're looking at putting in technology for that because we have the cameras, we have those mobile sort of units. And so thinking about that along with what does the actual onboarding program of our EHR look like? What are we teaching these nurses? During the pandemic, I have to tell you, we did a 180. So let's say, for example, your first week of hospital employment, you had to go to 8 hours of EHR training. So the full day. Oh no, nursing during the pandemic was like, I can't spare these people 8 hours. They were like, no way, they have to be on the floor. So we did a 180, we put them into 2 hours of training, cut that back. But now we're realizing that that was probably too much on the other side where they're not supported enough. So we're going to bring that back to, I think, maybe somewhere more in the middle.